Hmm. Yep, this doesn't make any sense. I always hated this kind of stuff. I can't understand anything. Maybe it's because we keep it backwards, upside down, I mean. Oh, oh, it's even worse. I always hated math. Welcome, my dear guests. My name is Vlad Shadow King, and tonight I decided to do something different. I decided to make a video for those of you who are returning to school and to tell you how to survive at least the first days or something like that, or to prepare you for school from my experience. But first of all, sorry if there's no background music, but unfortunately I have some problems with my computer. For some reason, a lot of the programs I installed are now uninstalled. I can't even access most of my internet browsers. I can only access Microsoft Excel, or no, not Excel. I don't remember how was it called. There was another. I can access only Internet Explorer and another browser that comes with Windows 10. So yes. Also, I have a sore throat. So also OBS, the program that I was using to record, was also, I don't know, uninstalled or is unresponsive. So unfortunately I can't use it to make a proper video, so I have to use the normal camera. So yes, a lot of bad things happening to poor Vlad Shadow King, as always. Anyway, so school started recently. For some today, for some earlier. I don't know if for some will start later or something, but anyway. Tonight, I decided to help you with some advices or something like that from my experience. So let's see. Also, sorry if the sound from the fan causes any troubles, but unfortunately I'm still melting, although it's supposed to be autumn, but you know, it's still in between autumn and summer, so I hate summer for being so hot. Anyway, so school just started. What do you do? Well, first of all, if you are like me in the primary school, I'm not right now in primary school, but I mean like I was in primary school, I think the worst would be with the math homework. I always hated that, especially the first math homework, because I couldn't remember anything. I never liked math. It was too boring, too annoying, too uninteresting. There was too much order in it. No, I like something more chaotic, subjective, something that I can truly use my mind, my imagination. Anyway, so yes, I never liked mathematics, or however, you get my point. Anyway, so if you are like I was in primary school, if you are starting primary school, if not, I'll get to high school and other. Anyway, first of all, uh, you may feel oddly compelled from the first night when you have to solve the math homework to cry in despair because you realize that you don't know anything. You can't remember anything and you're worried. You tell yourself that you won't be able to make it, that you will fail and stuff like that from the very first day. You'll probably want to cry a lot, feeling some kind of deep depression or something like that. Well, maybe not really that deep, but still, on the moment. And I'm here to tell you that it's okay to feel that way. It's also okay to cry because of it. There was also, I don't know where I heard it, but from what I heard, tears have the purpose of helping us to balance our emotions. So crying, it's a good thing. Anyway, so yes, there is a big chance that you'll feel overwhelmed. And it's okay. Just take a break from that terrible homework and try to calm yourself down. Then tell yourself that you still have one whole year to go. If you have a math teacher like I had multiple times, you'll also be worried because the math teacher will punish you for not making your homework or not making your homework whole or something like that. Again, try to calm yourself. Also, look somewhere at the end of the book if you have anything from a book and try to look for the answers there, but you haven't heard it from me, although it's pretty obvious. And you can go the easy way and directly copy the answers, although it wouldn't be really the best idea since it's pretty obvious. But if the teacher just looks at the homework, just try to make one or two, how is it called in English? Just try to solve the first part of the problem and then somehow you magically got to the answer. But also try to use the answer from the end, from the from the ending of the book, or anyway. We get sorry. I told you I have a sore throat and multiple problems. Yeah, my computer is like me, always getting sick. But my computer has it worse, because while I get a cold or sore throat or stuff like that, my computer can get, I don't know, cancer, the bubonic plague, STDs, all kind of stuff like that. So there is a difference between the types of disease that we get, but hang in there, my dear friend. Hang in there. Don't let me down. Please don't let me down. Anyway, where was I? Ah, yes, the answers. So yes, the best thing is to actually try to understand how to get to that answer. But if you can't, and if you are really worried, if your teacher won't understand you, won't understand that you couldn't remember, then try to go a bit on the easy way. I'm sorry, but there is no point hiding behind the finger. Yeah, I don't know if this is a thing in English, but in Romanian, that we say. I'm not gonna hide under my finger. Ah, if you're really overwhelmed, if you know that your teacher won't understand, then try a bit to cheat. Not on exams. Never cheat on exams, okay? But on homework, if you really have a problem with an answer, you can write it down there. You can try to ask your classmates tomorrow to uh, ask them to help you to understand how to solve the problem. Maybe you have a relative, or maybe you can ask the teacher. If it's a nice teacher, you can just let that problem be and ask directly. Another thing, you should probably keep the at least some of the notebooks from the previous years in order to help you with stuff like that. Anyway, yeah. Some of you probably are calling me a horrible person, something like that, but I'm sorry, but it's the truth, okay? Everyone does it, at least with the homework. Again, not with the exams. Don't copy on exams. On exams, never. On homework, when when desperate times ask for desperate measures. Anyway, try to calm yourself down. Tell yourself that you have one whole year to remember everything and to learn new things. What else? Now, everything depends on the teacher, but I guess everything you do can be quite easy to understand what you have to do depending on the teacher, because you know them better than I do right now. But yeah, I guess it's more of a thing of instinct, but don't skip classes. I never liked this idea of skipping classes or copying on tests. I don't do this kind. I never did this kind of stuff. I prefer not to encourage this kind of stuff. But when it's about homework, I can close my eyes. Anyway, yeah, other stuff. You have a new classmate. Well, from my experience, it's better to first observe them, to see what kind of people they are. If you have multiple classmates, you have one or more classmates, sorry, what kind of person or people they are, depending on their number. I'm really tired. Anyway, so yes, try to observe them, but also try maybe a bit to be nice. I don't know, it's also hard for them. They're in a new, well, I suppose I never was the new guy, but still, it probably will be hard for them being in a new classroom, so try to be nice to them. But if from what you observe they seem to be some annoying bullies, like I had the experience with some people, and later they ended up in a gang of other classmates where they tried to hang me. Yep, that's when I had enough. But anyway, then try to avoid them. Also, I know most people will tell you when a classmate annoys you, pay them no mind. And first of all, it's really hard since you hear that annoying, pathetic, inferior life form, that parasite that has the nerve to call himself human. I know humans are already, well, some of them, maybe a big part, maybe many of them, a big part of them, are a bit disappointing, but there are still some nice humans somewhere. I just have to look for them, I guess, or have the luck to find them. Anyway, yes, the part we try to ignore them doesn't really work that much. So that's where insanity or weirdness comes in. You must make them not want to interact with you. Did anything that I said make any sense? I don't know, I'm boring and I'm not sure what I just said. Anyway, the fact is that you have to know how to respond to them. Not by swearing. I don't encourage swearing either. The only fact, the only reason why there are moments with people swearing in my videos, it's one, because that's the text and I'm reading that text, or two, because I'm very merciful and I allow a lot of stuff to a certain point. Anyway, so yes, let's see what else. I guess there's a thing. Don't worry. In the first days, I don't think there should be many hard things to do unless the teacher knows you as being a good student or something like that. In that case, there's a chance that they will try, they will call you in front of class and ask for your help or something like that, or to solve a problem or something like that. In which case, well, I'm praying for your soul. But try not to get noticed too much. At least that's what I did, and everything worked up pretty well. Worked out pretty well. Worked out. Out it should be. I'm pretty sure it's out. I hate my memory. Anyway, so yes, the first day should be the easiest ones on one side and the hardest ones on the homework side. Also, um, so yes, crying, it's okay if you actually feel overwhelmed, but don't jump to harsh conclusions or stuff like that. Everything will get better. Just have a little faith in you. With the bullies, yes, I was talking about the bullies earlier. I lost my train of thought. So yes, don't swear, but try to give them some replies that will shut their mouths. Their mouths. Seriously, it sounded like I said mouse. Will shut their mouths. That's if they have a pet mice or something like that. Pet mouse or something like that. or multiple pets. You never know. Ah, so yes. So birds, try not to don't interact with them, avoid them, show your show them how much disregard you have towards them if they actually try to be friendly with you. If they try to be friendly with you, it's most probably a trap. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. They don't really try to be friendly. If they do, it's just one thing for one moment. Then they will betray you. At least that was my experience. And they'll probably try to hang you, or make you trip, or try to make you trip down the stairs, or try to humiliate you in multiple ways. Maybe even throw your stuff in the garbage. I hate my past. Anyway, anything else? Maybe that the fact that sometimes you will get to a point when everything will feel like your life is a show constantly replaying itself. With your mother or your parents anyway, constantly telling you the same thing all over again. And you keep telling them, I know, I already knew, and stuff like that. You'll even try at some points to see if there is any response that they will make that would make them understand that you already know all those stuff. And most probably you'll fail. And do like me and embrace your insanity. Don't be afraid to be weird, but also try not to get noticed by the people that might cause you trouble. But with your friends and stuff like that, or maybe if you ever become an amazing YouTuber wearing a mask like me, you can be as weird and insane as you want. Embrace your weirdness. Embrace your insanity, your creativity. Because there is no such thing as weird in reality. Or normal. Normal is just an illusion. What's normal for the spider is chaos for the fly. Morticia Adams. Ah, but yes, I think you get my point. I'm sorry if I bored you with this vlog, but I don't know, I just felt like doing something a bit different. Also, I'm slowly dying, but I decided to make a small sacrifice, and appear on camera just for you, my dear guests. So yes, thank you for your attention, my dear guests. I'm sorry if I bored you to death, but I hope some of you found at least some of my advices interesting. Thank you for your attention and your patience, and until next time, I'll be watching you.